All right, welcome back. So we're on week 30. We're in the middle of the week. We got a Wednesday, Thursday here, and on Monday we realize we're in the middle of a skill builder week where we're solving for either an angle measure or a side length using SOH CAH TOA. All right. First thing we want to do is make sure that we have our calculator in the right mode. So I'm just going to grab my calculator, I'm going to clear it, and we're going to start over here. Second plus 7, 1, 2. It clears everything. We click on mode, and we find out that the calculator likes radians. It doesn't work in degrees unless we tell it to. You and I grew up in degrees. It makes more sense to us. So we got to highlight. So toggle to radians, over to degrees, toggle, enter, degrees is flashing, second mode, and we're good to go for all of these problems. All right, so let's get started. Now, I'm not sure if this was on your handout or not, but we want to look at similar triangles. Okay, what happens if we have similar triangles? Do we get the same angle measure? Let's try it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is look at the tangent. What is angle B? Then what is angle A? So angle B. So just kind of watch. You guys can chant if you want. Okay? First thing I'm going to do is angle B, angle B. Okay, angle B, TOA, TOA. We're looking at tangent. So the OPP over the ADJ. So the tangent of B equals 10 over 24. Oh. Well, B is equal to the inverse tangent, the arc tangent, the undo of tangent. Then over here, we'll set it up again. The tangent of B is equal to 5 over 12. B is equal to the inverse tangent of 5 over 12. Okay, let's just grab a calculator and check it. Okay? So the first thing we do is we have our calculator on. The inverse tangent, see the -1. We put the ratio inside of the OPP over the ADJ. We close it. We enter it. 2262. What happens if it's similar? What happens if we just cut all the numbers in half? Does the angle measure stay the same? Oh, you typed it wrong, Monty. You forgot to do the second. Oop. More coffee, Monty. Inverse tangent, 5 over 12 equals, we get the same angle. So let's take a moment and write that. 22.62. B is 22.62. 22.62. B equals 22.62. Boom. Boom. And angle A is just 180 minus the 90 minus the 2262. A is 180 minus the 90 minus the 2262. Let's do that real quick because I always find this math stuff fascinating. 180 minus 90 minus 22.62. 6738. 67.38. 67.38. Now, isn't the tangent of A nothing more than 24 over 10? isn't the tangent of A nothing more than 12 over 5? What do we get if we type in the inverse tan, the arc tan of 24 over 10? What do you think we're going to get? When I type these in, what number is going to pop out? Pause the video and have a little class discussion. Do you guys think we're going to get 6738? We better. Inverse tan, arc tan, the undo tan of 24 over 10. Drum roll, please. 6738. Oh, isn't that cool? So many ways to solve math problems. There's not just one way, folks. 6738. Awesome. Good way to check yourself. Yes, sir. All right. So let's move on. Okay? If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Remember, we're lifting weights. The weightlifting of math, skill builder week. Push yourself, get messy with math. All right, so now we finally made it to page 2, 3, 4. Okay, Mr. Miller's got some handouts there, and we are going to practice just setting these up. Okay, so we've got the tangent, cotangent, inverse tangent, all these words. Okay, now I don't think we got to this Monday. I think we're on the Wednesday, Thursday now, and that's okay. We're not in a hurry. There's no mathia this week. We want to make sure that we build our skills. Algebra piece. Calculate the tangent. Tan, that's TOA. Okay? And we want to calculate that angle measure. So, everybody, the tangent of angle B is equal to the OPP over the ADJ. The tangent of B is equal to the OPP over the ADJ, 2 over 2. Okay, now we have that new item, that new operation on our calendar, on our calculator. Angle B is equal to the inverse tangent, the arc tangent, the undo tangent. Grab your calculator. Second tan, that's the -1. 2 divided by 2. Boom, 45 degrees. Okay, write it in. Let's try another one. Okay, all right. Whoop. Okay, so we're using tan because we have the OPP and the ADJ. TOA. The tangent of angle C is equal to 25 over 20. In order to get to the letter C, we've got to undo the tangent. Tangent -1, otherwise known as inverse tangent or arc tangent. Again, pause the video at any time. Make sure that you've got your calculator in the right mode. Second arctan 25 over 20, 51.34. 51.34. 51.34. All right? Okay, let's keep going. All right, do it again. Okay, everybody. Tangent of A is equal to the OPP over the ADJ. 3 over 4. A is the arctangent of 3/4. Do the math. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, same idea. Tangent F equals the OPP over the ADJ, 15/7. Angle F is the inverse tangent of 15/7. Grab your calculator, do the math. Okay? Now we're going to get to word problems. Real world math. That's why we do these. If you just take a moment and you look out the window, we could actually calculate how tall the 3rd floor at Shadle Park is. All we need to do is know that angle. Serious. If we knew that angle, then we knew how far we were from that wall. We could calculate the vertical height, or, as the crow flies, the distance that we look to see the 3rd floor. All right, so a surveyor makes the following diagram of a hill. What is the height of the hill? Well, if we know this distance, that's the ADJ, and we know our reference angle, we can calculate height. Absolutely. The tangent of 35 degrees is equal to the height divided by the distance. Okay, Skill Builder Week. How do we solve for H? Okay, if you have to, pause the video, have a class discussion, but we all know how to undo a division. What's the opposite of divide? Awesome. Multiply. Multiply. Okay, well, we win. 2450 divided by 2450. Anything divided by itself is 1. Leaving us with the height is nothing more than the 2450 times the tangent of 35 degrees. Let's grab our calculator and do this one. 2450 times tangent 35 degrees. 1715.51. 1715.51 feet is the height. 1715. 1715.51. Okay? Now, let's solve for an angle measure. Okay? The angle measure given a situation. So we got the OPP over the HYP. So the tangent of x is equal to 5/9. Inverse tan of 5/9. Let's grab a calculator. Second inverse tan, arctan, the undo tan. 5 divided by 9. 2905. X equals 29.05 degrees. Yep, 2905. Okay? All right. So, this whole week is a skill builder week. Okay? You can see that we've already made 45 minutes in videos. No mathia this week. We want to make sure that you can try each and every problem on your solo at-home learning. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 problems. Try every one. They take a little time. They take some setup. Plus, you've got to have a calculator. And for those of you that don't have a fancy calculator and the Wabbit may not be working right, make sure when you grab your phone, okay, tip it on its side, and it's a little different keystroke activity. feel free to go in class and have a little discussion. I'll bet you somebody could just bring their phone up because you can't do it in quite the same order. Your phone will do all of these problems, but in a different order. Okay? So everybody take a look at your phone, and you'll see where the second, okay? Once you hit second, you'll see inverse, sine, cosine, tangent. You'll see the little -1. But you have to hit the second button first. You have to put the angle in, measure in first. If you want to have that discussion, that'd be a great thing to do because we want to make sure that we can use all of our resources. All right? So, this was a great week. Thanks for participating in SOH CAH TOA. Bye, everybody.